I'm gonna go through the exact stretching routine that I did when I was in college competing. Becoming flexible in the sport of wrestling is very important, not only for injury prevention, but also if you want to become a better athlete, faster, stronger, be able to defend shots better, you need to become flexible. I'm gonna go through the 12 exercises or 12 stretches that I do to help me with wrestling specific flexibility. First thing I do is front bridges and back bridges. So that's exercise 1 and 2, front bridges and back bridges. For each of these exercises, I go through about 15 seconds and I do 3 sets of each exercise. So I'll show you guys what a front bridge looks like. I just go up onto my head here and I'm just gonna roll my neck in a circle, stretching it out here. Do that for about 15 seconds, okay? Next is a back bridge, same exact thing, but you're gonna push up onto your head here. What you wanna do is try to touch your nose. I don't know if I'm still as flexible as I used to be anymore, but you wanna bridge up and try to rock onto your nose backwards. I'm not as flexible as I used to be, but that's the idea of the back bridge. It's also a really good skill. I'll take my socks off, it's a little slippery. Really good skill to go from back bridge to front bridge. So if you wanna add this in, being able to do this is a great drill to do and a great flexibility routine. Kind of rocking from front to back, flipping over that way. Not only does it add flexibility, but also some athleticism in that routine. The next 2 stretches I do are splits. So I do splits both ways, and I also will grab my back foot to get a little bit of a deeper stretch. Being good at the splits is very, very important. In general in wrestling, when somebody gets one leg, they want to get the second leg to finish the takedown. So if you do a good job of being able to split, it's very difficult for them to capture both legs. So here's what I do with the split situation, right? My legs are almost in a straight line here. I'm going to stretch down like this the best I can. Obviously, you want to go all the way down at some point, but this is where I want to be, just like this. All right, do that leg, switch, come here, again, about 15 seconds each hold. We're doing 3 sets. You can do all the stretches, then repeat again if you want to for your 3 sets. All right, after you stretch here, the 4th stretch I have is exactly the same thing, but it gets a little bit of a deeper stretch in your quad. You're just gonna reach back and grab your foot, and it will stretch out this area a little bit better. Normally, when you first start stretching just a regular split, you'll get a deep stretch here, but you won't get as deep of a stretch on your quad. So I like adding this in for that 4th stretch here, and then switch, other leg, reach back, here. Now, we've gotten our legs, fronts and back. A next exercise I like to do is start getting my hips flexible. Similar stretch, so we're still in the splits, but I'm just gonna bend my leg in here at a 90 degree. So my forward leg is gonna be 90 degree, and I'm just gonna try to lean forwards, and I should feel a stretch in my hips here. All right, so just like this. And try to keep my chest over. As you get more flexible, your chest can come down right on your leg. I also like doing these exercises, like I said, after I work out, so my muscles are warm and I prevent injury. Normally you don't wanna go right into static stretching because you don't wanna hurt yourself. But again, legs at a 90 degrees right in front. I'm just trying to lean down like that. I should feel it in my hip. All right, I'll show you a different angle. 15 seconds each leg, stretching just like that. Stretch number 6 is gonna be the straddle. Very similar to a split, but our legs are gonna be this way. It's gonna stretch the inside of our legs. Again, hold it 15 seconds. You'll get further and further down as you go. Just like that. After that, we can do butterflies. So I come here, feet together, and what I wanna do is I wanna use my elbows to push my legs down. If you have a partner, they can come behind you and actually push on your legs like this. But if not, just push on your elbows. Your goal is to get your knees to the mat beside you like that. Again, 15 seconds. The next exercise is also with the hips. It's going to be a hip rotation. This is not something you hold for 15 seconds. This is actually more of a repetition thing. But you start on your butt like this, and you're going to rock your hips. So my right knee is gonna hit the mat here, and my left knee is gonna hit the mat here. Then I'm gonna come up, back down, switch. Try to stay without your hands touching the mat. Hips come up, stretch, back down. You can do 10 sets of these. But having that good hip flexibility is important. A lot of times you'll be on, a single leg, or somebody might be on your single leg here, and you have to essentially rotate your hips to here to get a whizzer position and prevent the scoring. So having that good hip flexibility, being able to switch quickly and without getting injured is very, very important. Now we're gonna move on to kind of stretching your chest and your shoulder muscles out. This is stretch number 9. You lay on your stomach, you put your hands straight out, and you're gonna rotate your foot over like this. And you should feel a stretch coming down your hand into your chest. Don't drop your hand too low. Keep it like about straight out, right? Not down, not up, straight out. Then rotate and open your chest. Look at my leg, it's opening up here. Go to the other side, I'm opening up like this. And you should feel it in your chest and in your arm. Okay, one more, show you from this angle. Here, just like that. Kind of my foot's trying to touch my hand almost. But you want to keep your hands here. If you drop it low, you won't feel that same stretch in your chest. Exercise number 10 is another shoulder stretch from the seated position here. My hands are going to be behind me, and I'm just going to scooch my butt out this way. I like to bend my arms a little bit too, just so I don't put too much pressure on my joints. So I'm here, and I'm feeling it in my shoulders here. Again, hold this 15 seconds. Once you're done, come back. The next shoulder flexibility stretch, I got this when I actually injured my shoulder, and it helps with a little bit of the rotator muscles or rotator cuff muscles. I'm gonna lay on my side here, and all I'm gonna do, my elbow is straight out, right? It's not down, it's not up, it's straight here, and I'm just gonna push my hand to the mat using my opposite hand. Don't pressure too hard on this. I'm just gonna go just like that. All right, hold it 15 seconds. You can also push the opposite way. Most people are pretty flexible this way, and there's not much of a stretch, but pushing down this way, people have a lot more trouble. Like you'll see here, you're supposed to be able to go here and then do the exact same thing, but look, ready? I can't, right? You're supposed to be able to go all the way down, but look at how weird that looks. It's supposed to be straight here to straight there. So you need to stretch out those rotator cuff muscles, whatever. I don't know what they're called, I'm not a scientist. But you need to stretch out your shoulder here to prevent shoulder injuries. Last shoulder stretch you can do, just put your elbow behind your head and stretch just like this. This kind of gets your tricep as well, and right along here, your lats as well. So you can lean a little bit if you want. That gets that whole side. Switch to the other side and lean there. 15 seconds each. So that's the stretching routine that I did. Now, as you get more flexible, please do not use your flexibility in all situations. Sometimes the more flexible people will get injured because they're forcing these bad positions. If you're in on a shot, just because you have flexible shoulders, don't allow yourself to get your shoulders ripped off. Stay in good position. Same thing with shots. Don't just jump right to a split when somebody grabs your leg. Do a sprawl, do your basics, and you'll use your flexibility when needed to prevent the scores.